Alright, you guys, this is our statement. We formed this union in response to mismanagement of campaigns that GCI runs, currently the Nature Conservancy and Planned Parenthood Action Fund. We claim grossly inadequate training, an unreasonable quota, miscommunication from management regarding pay, inadequate pay and benefits, an unprofessional and disrespectful work environment, and a failure of management to recognize labor laws such as overtime pay, sick leave, and at times even openly refusing to pay us for the full amount of hours that we worked. In response to our demands, management has put a freeze on hiring, possibly an attempt to isolate the union members from new employees while they fire us over technicalities and previously unenforced policies. Grassroots Campaigns, Inc. prides itself on fundraising, building a membership base, and raising awareness about progressive organizations at a grassroots level by street canvassing. But GCI is weakening the reputation of progressive organizations by sending out undertrained, underpaid staff who are not educated about the issues for which they are fundraising and training and are given a quota that they are unable to meet and which exceeds what organizations expect to raise. The vast majority of canvassers do not make it past the 3-day orientation period, in which they are required to raise a certain amount of money after being trained for less than 30 minutes in the office. It is rare for workers to last more than a few weeks before they are terminated for not making quota. It's nearly impossible for us to convey a sincere campaign message about the progressive and charitable organizations we care about when we are working under duress with a quota even the most seasoned canvassers struggle with. The result is that many people are left with a bad impression of the organizations we are fundraising for. We are committed to seeing changes in GCI that will result in a competent workforce capable of effectively fundraising for these progressive organizations. These are our demands. A 15-hour base pay for core and trainee canvassers. Adequate training for new hires, including 3 days of in-office training. New hires will be exempt from quota for 2 weeks so they are able to learn the skill of canvassing. A day of adequate training for field managers, including training on de-escalation, legal liability, and strategies for dealing with sexual harassment on turf. A reasonable quota. Management will accept the union and will meet every 2 weeks with a committee of the union to discuss ongoing issues. Management will provide just cause for all termination. Management will follow written terms of employment and will re-notify all employees in writing of any changes to terms of employment. Bus passes for all employees. Time and a half will be paid for any work over 40 hours or 5 days in a calendar week. Health care will be offered to all employees. Management will respect reasonable requests for changing turf, especially due to past harassment or intimidation on turf in question. Management will set up a meeting with the union in the next 24 hours at a mutually agreeable time to discuss terms. Comply with all applicable employment laws and regulations, including paid sick leave in the city of Portland. Management will set up a meeting with the union in the next 24 hours at a mutually agreeable time to discuss terms.
Union! 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 Union!
The employees of Grassroots Campaigns Incorporated in Portland announced last Thursday that we've unionized through the United Campaign Workers, a project of the industrial workers of the world. We took this action in response to disrespected work, an absurd turnover of over half the office every 2 weeks, and blatant violations of labor law. We asked that the company negotiate with us on terms within 24 hours. Instead, you announced that we would not be able to do this until next Wednesday. Due to our experiences at this company, we fear that GCI is not intending to negotiate with us in good faith. We want you to know that we are organized, that Portland is watching, and that the community demands that Grassroots campaigns negotiate fairly with its worker over our legitimate demands. We'll be back.
On the way back.
Yeah. What do you think? We'll be back when workers' rights are under attack.
What do you do?
Stand up, fight back.
Workers' rights are under attack. What do you do?
Stand up, fight back. When workers' rights are under attack, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back.
When workers' rights are under attack, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back.
When workers' rights are under attack, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back.
When workers' rights are under attack, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back.
An injury to one
Is an injury to all.
An injury to one
Is an injury to all.
An injury to one
Is an injury to all.
An injury to one
Is an injury to all.
If you want justice, better bring the ruckus.
UC-Dub ain't nothing to fuck with.
If you want justice, better bring the ruckus.
UC-Dub ain't nothing to fuck with.
Take one of us on.
Take all of us on.
Take one of us on.
Take all of us on.
Take one of us on.
Take all of us on.
Who's in the fight?
UC-Dub.
Who's in the street?
UC-Dub.